fact, the second time I ever had sex was in a guy's dorm at this private Baptist college. The church I went to, the youth director decided that he was going to make advances toward me, and so I had sex with my youth director.
They weren't going to hire a kid that didn't have a high school diploma, that dropped out of school, that was 17 years old, and so I had to come up with a way of getting money.
Yeah, and so how did you do that?
Well, I turned to prostitution.
It'd sure be great to see her graduate from high school and see her get married and everything like that, but
we might find something. I think we better not answer this one.
Wow. Did you know that by age 20, 86% of unmarried males and 67% of unmarried females will have already had sexual intercourse? The average age for a young person losing their virginity today is 13 years old for boys and 14 years old for girls. 1,100,000 teenage girls will become pregnant in the next year, and 400,000 of those pregnancies will end in abortion. Another 137,000 will end in miscarriage. And even since the push for teenage contraception, we've still had a 400% increase in teenage sexual activity and pregnancies. Now get this, for you that are Christians, a recent survey showed that religious conscious girls were 86% more likely to say that they wanted to be a virgin when they got married. And yet only 14% of these girls will actually be virgins when they get married. In other words, Christian young people are yielding to these pressures too. And I want you to notice what the Bible says. It's very clear. It says in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse number 3 that this is the will of God. In other words, this is what God's plan is for your life. It says that you should abstain from fornication and know how you should possess your vessel in sanctification and honor. God's command has always been to abstain from fornication, that is, sex outside of marriage. But apparently this command has fallen on unlistening ears, because 78% of young people in this country believe that there's nothing wrong with premarital sex as long as the two people involved are ready.
I don't know, I think it's okay. You know, everyone does it, so why not?
It's wrong, period. I think it's okay as long as, you know, the person that you did, you really like them and they're special to you.
Wait until you get married.
It'll be all right if you know the person who you're doing it with.
I personally don't think it is, for several reasons. One, I think it can ruin a relationship between two people, and two, it just speaks strongly against that in the Bible.